Yeah. Yeah.
What's up? It's DJ Kool James, and right now we are in the flood zone, DAT FM. We about to interview a very, very special guest. He goes by the name of Natalac. What's up, man?
What's up?
I'm feeling Mr. Cocaine vibes and all types of what's the pimp name from the 70s? Dolomite. I'm feeling all of that right now from you.
Solid, man. Yeah,
Solid.
yeah. You know, I'm keeping the pimp. I'm keeping the pimpness alive. You know what I'm saying? They say pimping ain't dead. I make sure it don't die.
Definitely. I
know
feel
what I'm
you,
saying?
man. So what you representing? Where you from?
Well, I was originally born in Jacksonville, Florida, Duval, but I started 2-3 businesses in Columbia, South Carolina. So that's what I represent. You know, the Cackalack belongs to Natalac, and everybody knows that.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what's up.
Are you independent or signed?
No, I've always been independent. You're talking about 3 decades of independence.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And every move that's ever been made, I made it. You know what I'm saying? I just make the moves. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be bought and paid for by nobody. Now, if you bringing that bag, then we might be able to talk about some other options. You know what I'm saying? My dream was always to do some masterpiece stuff.
I feel you.
You know,
I feel you.
And that's what I represent. Everything Natalac, Natalac, trademark word. Every business that's named after Natalac is owned by the same person, me.
Dope. Man, that's what's up, man. What type of music do you do?
I've been doing R&B and pimp hop the last 3 decades. You know what I'm saying? I started back off in the 1990s. You know what I'm saying? I've always kept a independent grind. I've always released music every 2 to 3 years. I dropped another album. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the reason why I'm part of the virtually building blocks of South Cackalack. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what's up. What inspired you to be a performing artist?
Well, I mean, what inspired me to be a performing artist? I have no idea. I just, you know what I'm saying? I had some things to say. I wanted to say it. People enjoyed to hear me say it. So I just kept saying it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't mention pimp hop in Carolina or in the Cackalack without mentioning Natalac. It's impossible.
That's what's up. Who do you currently have in your playlist?
My playlist is comprised of most of the people that I do business with, period.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of times I just leave, you know what I'm saying? I might leave my Spotify playing on nothing but the people I've done music with, period. So, cause like I support whoever's in my camp or people I do business with, period. You know what I'm saying? That's only fair. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'll add some Pimp C, some 8 Ball MJG, some Too Short, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you know what I'm saying? I'm a real brick and mortar type dude. Meaning like if you see them around me or they're around in my section, these are the people I listen to. You know what I'm saying? I like a personal relationship with who I listen to. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they trying to make it too.
Right. Okay. If you could collaborate with one artist, who would it be and why?
Pimp C. Because I keep getting compared to him, you know? You know what I'm saying? I'm like the Pimp C with hair. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you. So, are you collaborating with anybody currently right now?
Oh, yeah. I'm currently doing a lot of stuff with Mr. Smith, aka Boss Money. I've been dealing with him for years. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I always call him my little young pimp protege. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? Most of the artists I deal with, you know, a lot of them are mainstream, but the ones that I do business with, you know what I'm saying, in my own camp, like a Hayes Carolina or a Short Dog, or a Drum Lord Shorty, or you know what I'm saying, people like if I mix with you long enough and I feel like we got a vibe and I know you to show up to shows, because like ain't no sense of doing music with people you don't have a good relationship with, because they ain't gonna show up when it's time for showtime.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's a waste of time and money. You know what I'm saying? If you don't respect me, I don't even want you to take my money for a feature. I'd rather not.
Okay.
So I mean, like, I recently got a song called "Run Tell That" with Mr. Smith, aka Boss Money, and Benzino, and Benzino, by him being a real, I mean, because he's older than me, you know what I'm saying? He been doing this longer than me, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about somebody that was actually doing the Source Awards where Suge Knight said, hey, if y'all want to stay an artist and not have your CEO all in the video, come to Death Row. This is Benzino's platform that all this was going down on. This is Benzino's stuff. You know what I'm saying? The hip hop weeklies, you know what I'm saying? The Source magazines, the Source Awards, and all that other type of stuff. And I gotta honestly say, like, I'm a real OG in my thing, and I do a lot of stuff. But Benzino has been a big help here recently for a lot of Carolina music, and myself, because see, like, I'm not a real selfish man. You know what I'm saying? When Benzino say, hey, Natalac, man, I got a tour coming up. We can cross about 2-3 states. You know what I'm saying? With my Ohio, Michigan, a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? We started from the bottom in Miami and worked that way all the way up to Toledo. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing I said was, hey man, how about you mind if I bring Mr. Smith? I said, shit. His attitude was, hey man, if he cool with you, he cool with me. So I said, well, I brought him, you know what I'm saying? And Mr. Smith, you know, because like everybody got lives, everybody got responsibilities, everybody got things they got to do. And by him, you know what I'm saying, cutting his whatever he had to do, and we piled up in one of my 18-wheelers, because I also run an 18-wheeler company. So because the Pimp don't go around not making money. I make money anytime I move, so it doesn't matter what direction I go in. If you book me in Chicago, I'm booking a load to Chicago. So I'm going to make money going there. I'm going to make money on stage. And I'm going to make money when I leave and come back. So,
that's what's up.
Word.
And for y'all to link up with Benzino, like most powerful figures in hip hop, when they come to the Carolinas, you know, they mingle and then they keep it moving.
Word.
But for Benzino to stay here and continue to work with y'all and other Carolina artists, that says a lot. Yeah.
Man, I've learned, you know what I'm saying? Like, the artists that come through Carolina, they come here, they get the bag, and they keep it moving. Right. They don't aid nobody. They don't say, hey, man, how about you coming to open up for me? None of that stuff. It's always me, and then thank you for your money, and then I leave. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why I'm glad the baby is making some moves.
Oh, yeah, most
in our favor. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of the young brother.
Most definitely. Do you have a manager or anybody aiding you in your career?
Nah, man. My whole section, everything about me and my movement and everything about me, man, a lot of them are like, I want to say my kids are, not kids as in I birthed them, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like might be 10, 12, sometimes 20 years apart as far as age goes. But no, man, you know, we just network together. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I think Columbia, because some people be talking about hate this, hate that. Columbia has turned into an area to where everybody depends on everybody. They just need somebody to, you know, virtually get that playing field started. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at this point. Meaning, like, I've always been, you know, a mogul, and you know what I'm saying, my knowledge on the game and stuff like that I've shared with other artists. I've never bitten my tongue with them. You know, sometimes that's one of the reasons why they call me stepdaddy. They be done call my phone, I be done talk to them for about 2-3 hours about life and music and what type of investments you need to make and who you need to avoid and you know what I'm saying, keep your girl in check, because the first thing that usually happens is then she start, you know, somebody might pull the rug out from under you, or she might help you go forward. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, if your household in check, you can venture out and take chances in music and invest in yourself and stuff like that. But if you don't take care of home first, it's gonna become an issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it becomes her against your music.
That's true.
You don't need that.
Got you. Is your music currently copyrighted? I don't know why I'm asking that because I see the big promo right here, so I know it's you official. It's copyrighted, but just tell artists how important it is for your music to be copyrighted so you can get paid your money.
I put it to you this way: if you don't want nobody else collecting your paycheck at the end of the week, copyright your music. That's real simple. You want to work all week and give your money to somebody else, you don't copyright it. Play it. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't worth the $55 to go to copyright.gov and do your stuff, then by all means, it can't be worth nothing to you.
That's facts. That's facts.
Word, man.
Okay. You got me. I'm not gonna ask you. Well, I am gonna ask you, but what platforms do you have your music on currently?
Everything that's out there.
Everything is out there. So Google's, the titles, the Apples. All you gotta do is look up this man's Natalac music, and it's available right there. And you can put it on your phone, computer, or whatever you use for your streaming device. Where do you see yourself 3 to 5 years from now?
Well, you know what I'm saying. It all depends on what drops or what comes out, because see, like, life is about opportunities and timing. It ain't about how hard, you know what I'm saying? You can work hard on something or working, and your time might come 30 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Or you might, the first time you come out the studio, the right person here, the next thing you know, it happens.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I've watched different artists have different scenarios. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that comes from issues. You know what I'm saying? If you're afraid to go anywhere, or you still trying to stay in your same area, listen, man, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of my ties, a lot of people I got music with, like LaChat from 3-6 Mafia, Project Pat, Yin Yang Twins, Fulio, you know what I'm saying? Sean Paul from Jamaica, Keek the Sneak from Oakland, Tweed Cadillac from California. You know what I'm saying? Bankroll Jones, that was signed to UGK Records with Pimp C. So that's one of the reasons why I said I would mention him, because I've already doing music with some of his artists that are keeping his name live. You know what I'm saying? So, and make no mistake about it. Hey, I broke bread with everybody for everybody to do things with me. So that means I got to make the bag, to spend the bag, to invest in myself.
Right.
So asking me about copywriting, that's almost insane.
I feel you, man.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna pay somebody and then, oh, well, I didn't need to copyright this. Nah. You know. So,
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what's up, man.
But that's the opportunities. And I put it like this. It could go at any point. But like, I'm not gonna sit here and wet this ice and have this cup that, you know what I'm saying, that people would never spend the type of money on this type of cup to even get this to drink out of. But the type of bread that I've been able to make by, one, never quitting my day job, meaning like I got more than one hustle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody be like, well, you know, he's a pimp, he's this and that, you know, whatever like that. But I mean, there's much more to me than that. You know what I'm saying? You would never guess that. You know what I'm saying? I've been on the road trucking for 25 years. So being broke listen, I stopped being broke 30 years ago. So, you know, that ain't gonna happen for me. You know what I'm saying? I've invested money in particular artists that I've done music with. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, like, you know, I paid the doggone World Star Hip Hop Plug. You know what I'm saying? I paid for the front cover of magazines and, you know, all other type of stuff, just because I said, well, you know what I'm saying? Because life is about taking chances. You gotta have the type of money to invest, and you take shots at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people that be like, you know, 'cause like, there's no misunderstanding about it. Everybody in the industry already knows his face, already knows his name. You know what I'm saying? They might be in the mood of, well, I can't mess with Natalac yet because he ain't went broke yet. Or I can't mess with Natalac yet because I don't really want to pay him. You know what I'm saying? You know? But in the midst of it, and they can, you know, however they feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I've created my own brand. I've created my own name. And you know what I'm saying? In certain areas, man, I'm a household name. You know what I'm saying? By me having a house in Florida and in the Carolinas, I got such a draw. You know what I'm saying? I got a hair salon in Lamar, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Most of my girlfriends with an S. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't hiding from nobody. Ain't gonna be like some woman gonna kick in the door and say, I want a divorce. Nah, it ain't gonna be on none of that crap. I run every aspect of my life.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Most of my women that I deal with, if I meet them broke, you know what I'm saying, I put them in a better position. And you know what I'm saying? And when I do that, because like my first thing is, you know what I'm saying, I can't even afford to be around you until I make you into a money generator. Because I can't have you being a leech to me. I can't have you being a parasite to me. When I meet you, I don't want you to become another bill. I already got a cable bill. I already got a house note. I already got car notes and car insurance. Listen, I got to build you up to the fact the way you stay out of my pocket, or I'll never even take you serious.
Man, that's real.
Real. So, and that's just how I roll. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? A woman can be a great aspect. She can be a great asset or a liability. How you choose to treat her and do, you know what I'm saying, is going to make all the difference in the world.
Man, that's some free game right there, man. We're going to go to a quick break right quick, and we're going to have more interesting conversations with Natalac.
Stack, clap, run it, tell that, run it, tell that. Bad news, need no special stamp to ensure and prompt delivery. You're talking about a G, means nothing to me. The NATALAC. That talk is free, Talk about things bad, everything good. Now you're so mad. Tell my dad and mama all kinds of lies, just hating, ain't no pride. Change the game for a game. Now you act strange. Brand new, now you got nothing to say, man. All my girlfriends love this pimp. I started bidding this for all of them. Now run and tell that. Run it, 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 tell that. How we make that paper stack. Clap. In and out the trap, in and out the trap. How we make that paper stack. Clap, run and tell that, run and tell that.
Run and tell that, 50 bands about my trap. Run and tell that, stick will put you on your back. Crazy making bars moves with Natalac. Crazy if it's smoke, then I'ma handle that. Yeah, she snapping like a Polaroid. Yeah, beat that golden boy. Tell me what the lick read, what it's hitting for. Extended clips are popping out, so I ain't tripping no. Form, keep Medusa on my feet. I'm on TV every week. Yeah, gold bottle, silver slipper, pimp. Game spitter, nothing changed, same hit it big. In the mirror.
Run it, tell that. 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 How we make that paper stack. Clap, in and out the trap. In and out the trap. How we make that paper stack. Clap, run it, tell that. Run it, tell that.
All right, DJ Kool James, we back on the Flood Zone interview. Natalac, man, this dude got a resume. His name hold so much weight, and he's teaching me at the same time, man. This is a veteran, man. So let's jump back into the interview. I'd be wrong if I didn't ask this question because I'm a fan of Pimp C and I listen to Pimp C, but I know real from facade, and you definitely not a facade. Tell me about the pimp lifestyle. That's what I want to know.
Man, the pimp lifestyle, unlike how people want to perceive it or whatever like that, it's about really getting in tune with your kingness. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like, are you, if you the king, number one, you're supposed to be able to at least have your queen working for you. Like if you look at any chessboard, you know what I'm saying? The queen works for the king all over the chessboard, and she's allowed to go anywhere she wants to go in the name of her king. Now, that's one of the reasons why I still drink out of my chalice. You know what I'm saying? People call it a pimp cup or whatever like that, because I'm a king. And most of the women that I deal with understand that, you know what I'm saying, I have a king mentality. There's certain things I'm not going to accept. There's certain things I won't accept. You come across the occasional hard-head chick that she wants to take your throne from you. She wants to take your kingdom from you. But that's not going to happen here, because like it's a role play with me. You know what I'm saying? It's serious with me. You know what I'm saying? I can't have deadbeat zeros around me. You know what I'm saying? If she come to me a zero, she won't leave a zero. Now I'll take chances bettering her, because like, a lot of people feel a lot of times it turns out to where, somebody get $2 above their rent. Now you can't tell them nothing. You know what I'm saying? But in the same aspect, I'll replace you. I'll just ignore you. You know what I'm saying? Like I was explaining to one of my young pimp proteges, Hayes, Carolina, meaning like I truly believe that I'm incapable of falling in love, because love is blind. And so I'm not finna walk into a scenario and totally be blind about a situation. You know what I'm saying? You got to be just as good for me as I'm gonna be good for you. You know what I'm saying? I can't just, open the floodgates and allow you to come through my world and wreck it. I'm not gonna allow you to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Every aspect about my life is kingness. The pimp stuff is the lack for a better word is management. Meaning like you're in management or you're in sales. You know what I'm saying? So there we go. You can sell it, and then your manager will reap a piece of this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of different entities in life. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the feminist movement and all this other type of stuff, and all they're doing is really trying to rearrange the game to where the man is like a drone. You know what I'm saying? The way he just works and gives and never reaps the benefits of his kingness. And me, on the other hand, I am just like the arch nemesis of that. I'm gonna tell you up front, if you put in the work, you should be respected. You know what I'm saying? You should not have to go around and, you know what I'm saying? The first rule of life is self-preservation. So for me to say, okay, I'm gonna put everybody first in front of me, is not finna happen. My plate better hit the table first.
I feel you. I see that you take this lifestyle serious, because it's in the media, people make fun of the lifestyle.
Yeah.
But I can tell with you, this is not game. It's serious to you.
Correct. You can ask any woman that's been in my life for any particular time, and there's numerous, and they'll tell you up front, Daddy, don't play that. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into the whole heavy-handed and smacking her up or this and that. I got my own way of dealing with women. When I deal with women, it's strictly like this. I'll tell you what I want. If you are unable to provide that, I get rid of you. And that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had women that I've dealt with, you know what I'm saying? They come in one way and then eventually they want to tell me this and tell me that. I'll say, listen, the only way I'm going to listen to you is you doing better than me, and you don't look like you're doing better than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna allow some broke broad to come into my life to where I make money and you don't, and then you gonna advise me. I'm listening to a fool. So no, we need to reverse that immediately. You know what I'm saying? Immediately we need to reverse that, because like the one that is successful should be the one speaking. The one that's not successful should be quiet.
Man, draw me in, man. I don't watch pimp documentaries before, and what you telling me, man, it's blowing my mind. Not to put the interview on me, but
Right.
just, you know, women, period. You know, women nowadays, the man and the woman, it's a big, I guess, problems nowadays when it comes to that. Like me, for example, I'm not good with women.
Word.
So why would anybody why would people be a pimp? Why would a man want to be a pimp? I'm not asking that in like a disrespectful way. I'm just like, why?
The reason for having the pimp mentality is simply to be a king over your domain. Meaning like, I'm on the road a lot. I'm gone a lot. So am I to restrict myself to one woman just because I don't have access to the one woman that's sitting in my humble abode under my lights, playing my radio, watching my TV? Well, am I supposed to go without just because I've provided you with a place to be? Well, you got two choices. You either be with me step for step, or I'm going to live my life the way I see fit. And under no circumstances should I have to alter my life for your happiness, because my happiness comes first, not yours. You got your own life. The first rule of life is self-preservation. You do what makes you happy. I do what makes me happy. And I'm not going to allow you to take away my happiness at your convenience. You can leave. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
It's really just that simple.
Yeah.
Are you concerned with your your livelihood and your happiness, or are you more concerned about giving someone else what they want? You want to be first, or you want to be last?
We talk about your music, what you got on platforms. You got any shout outs you want to give right now?
Man, I guess my shout outs would be to everybody in my camp that truly supports the Natalac movement. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know what I'm saying, some of the plugs that I got, like the Yin Yang Twins or whatever like that, you know what I'm saying, that came at the hands of people in my camp that just said, hey man, hey, I need you to do this for Natalac or whatever like that, or right at the moment, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a song called My Pinky, and matter of fact, the Yin Yang Twins are talking about my pinky ring. So, you know what I'm saying? My pinky in my wrist, you know. Yeah. So, you know, I listen. Anybody that's working with me, hey man, I appreciate it. Hey, I love y'all for that. I really do, because, like, you know what I'm saying, you could have worked with anybody, but you chose Natalac to Pimp. Mm-hmm. So, hey man, if you roll with me, hey, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's all love over here. It ain't about hate. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, just trying to be the best you can be for the short time you got on life, man. The short time you got on earth, for real. The only advice I could give people is stop expecting them to use their life to please you. Their life is to please them. And that's it. Either you help them achieve what they want to achieve and going back to your regular scheduled program, or stay out the way.
There it is, man. Natalac, this, like I said, his name hold weight. He's easy to find on social media. He's been doing this thing for a while, linking up with people like Zeno, working with people at Pimp C's Camp, UGK, Underground Kings. Hey, man, this dude motivated me this interview, man, and I hope he motivated y'all, man. Natalac, stay locked into him. I'm DJ Kool James. The Flood's on DAT 5 FM. Peace.
Church.